What if ancient Egypt never fell? A forgotten legacy and a different world. The story begins thousands of years ago when humanity was just learning to build shelters, hunt animals, and carve symbols into stone to understand the divine. But amidst primitive beginnings, one river valley emerged with brilliance that shocked time itself, the Valley of the Nile. Here rose ancient Egypt, a civilization so advanced, so spiritually aware, and so scientifically driven that it still puzzles modern scholars. This wasn't just a kingdom of pyramids, it was a living laboratory of mathematics, medicine, astronomy, architecture, ethics, and cosmic order. The rise of ancient Egypt. Ancient Egypt's history stretches back over 5,000 years. Around 3100 BCE, a king named Narmer, also known as Menes, unified Upper and Lower Egypt, creating what many consider the world's first centralized state. From there, Egypt thrived through a series of powerful dynasties, known as the Old Kingdom, Middle Kingdom, and New Kingdom. It built architectural wonders, organized religious life, wrote literature, developed medicine, and created the world's first solar-based calendar. The Age of the Pharaohs. In ancient Egypt, the pharaoh wasn't just a ruler, he was seen as a divine conduit, a living bridge between the mortal world and the gods. The pharaoh's duty wasn't only to govern, but to uphold cosmic balance known as Ma'at, the principle of truth, harmony, and justice. During the Old Kingdom, 2686 to 2181 BCE, Egypt built the Great Pyramids of Giza, symbols of both political power and metaphysical order. In the Middle Kingdom, the nation expanded its borders and refined administration. And during the New Kingdom, 1550 to 1070 BCE, leaders like Rameses II turned Egypt into the military and cultural superpower of the ancient world. Science, writing, and medicine. Ancient Egypt's contributions were staggering. They invented hieroglyphic writing, preserving not just records, but wisdom, created the 365-day solar calendar, practiced surgery, dentistry, and advanced anatomy, measured land using geometry, built monumental structures with unknown precision aligning with stars. Spirituality and the afterlife. Egypt's religion wasn't just about worship. It was about universal harmony. Their gods symbolized forces of nature and principles of life. Ra, the sun god, represented creation. Osiris, god of death and rebirth, embodied justice. Isis, goddess of healing, represented divine motherhood. They believed in a moral judgment after death, where the heart was weighed against a feather, a test of virtue. This was a civilization where science and spirit walked hand in hand. The fall of Egypt. But no civilization is immune to time's toll. In 332 BCE, Alexander the Great conquered Egypt. Later came Romans, then Byzantines, then Islamic caliphates, and finally European empires. The spiritual flame of Egypt flickered, its temples abandoned, its knowledge buried under sand and silence. Yet, what if that had never happened? What if ancient Egypt never fell? What would the world look like? A new global education system. Instead of Oxford or Harvard, we might have had Thebes and Memphis as the world's educational capitals. Learning would have emphasized ethics, harmony, and cosmic principles alongside science and technology. Children would grow up studying astronomy, energy, medicine, philosophy, and the laws of knowledge would be sacred, and wisdom, not profit, would be its purpose. A different political philosophy, no democracy or dictatorship, but philosopher kings, trained in spiritual balance and moral governance. Rulers would be caretakers of cosmic order, not just wealth or power. Instead of the United Nations, we might have had a Council of Light, where global decisions were guided by harmony, laws would be aligned with nature, not corporations, religion, and spirituality. The world wouldn't be torn between dogmas. Instead, we'd understand divinity as forces of nature and balance. Heaven and hell wouldn't be distant realms, but internal states of the soul, the goal of life. Alignment with the cosmic order, not blind obedience. Humanity would see itself as a part of nature, not above it. Technology and energy. The pyramids, once thought to be tombs, might have evolved into energy hubs. Egypt's sound-based theories of matter and resonance could have led to non-invasive surgeries, sound healing, and quantum-level engineering. Solar power would have been mastered millennia ago. Humanity might have settled Mars or harnessed planetary alignments for sustainable energy. Instead of the Industrial Revolution, we might have had the harmonic revolution in environment and nature. The Nile was sacred, water was divine, Earth was a living mother. This worldview could have prevented climate change, pollution, and deforestation. Nature wouldn't be a resource, it would be a partner. Modern cities would have been green, geometric, and harmonized with the seasons. Culture, art, and living music would be based on healing frequencies, not just entertainment. Art would serve spiritual awakening. Clothing would be minimal, symbolic, and natural. Daily life would be a reflection of cosmic rhythm, measured by the stars, the sun, and the sacred calendar. If ancient Egypt were still alive today, we wouldn't worship wealth, but light. We wouldn't wage war for land, but protect balance. We wouldn't divide ourselves by creed or color. We'd see ourselves as children of the same cosmic principle. A final question. Is this all fantasy? Or is it a forgotten possibility? A light buried under sand, waiting to be remembered? Maybe ancient Egypt's fall was physical, but its soul, its laws, and its mayat still whisper through time. And if we truly listen, maybe we can bring that balance back.